Hey guys, and welcome to this week's video. And I'm feeling kind of filming in my new living room. If you're new here, then I've recently moved house. You can catch all my moving vlogs last week. I actually uploaded 3 videos last week and all of those are moving vlogs. So if you like watching them, be sure to watch them. But basically, today and on Sunday I've got 2 hauls to share with you. And today's one is Colourpop. And I'm so excited about this because I had a friend that went to Texas over the summer and she basically said that I could order some Colourpop stuff to her and then she'll bring it back when she comes back. And I have it here. So I've got a collection of their... Oh, I forgot how low down I am. I'm so used to filming in my beauty room, but I just felt like doing something different. And it's really nice here because we've got windows all here, so it's bringing in a lot of natural light. And I don't know, I just felt like keeping it a little bit more chill. So I've got a collection of lip products, eyeshadows, I can't think of the words, I feel like it's been so long since I filmed properly, and highlighters as well. So if you want to basically find out what I got, colours, swatches, all things like that, be sure to keep on watching. I've recently just got my hair cut and I'm kind of feeling it being shorter. I don't know, I just feel like it looks a lot more healthier. So I'm going to get straight onto products that I picked up. I'll start with lip stuff because I was probably most excited to try lip products from Colourpop, and I've been testing these out now for a couple of weeks because she got back a few weeks ago, and what with moving house and everything like that, these have either been in storage or I've been using them and they've been part of my everyday makeup bag. So I've not had time to actually sit down and film a haul, so I have actually been using the products, which I know is terrible, but it gives me my first impressions to share with you, as well as what I actually think as well. So I'll start off with the lippy sticks because I had heard so many good things about the Colourpop lippy sticks. I picked up 2 and they're both matte ones. I've got Brink and I've got Parker. So I'll show you what these actually look like swatched. I don't feel like any other company has a product quite like this, so I really wanted to try it out, and I got 2 kind of variations of nudes because, to be honest, I'll probably wear a nude lipstick most of the time. So this first one is called Parker, and it's a brown toned nude. I'll just swatch it here for you. So what I really liked about this is that not only is that basically a gorgeous shade that I would definitely wear on the everyday, it's just really comfortable to wear. I wouldn't say that it's a true matte, and the reason why I say that is because when you apply it, it is quite creamy, but it doesn't quite settle down, if you know what I mean. It is matte because it's not shiny, but it still feels quite creamy and a little bit moussey on the lip, so you can wear it all day, but it's not going to be budge proof or when you drink and stuff like that proof. It's gonna kind of wear off, but it actually does wear off really nicely, and this is probably the shade that I've worn the most out of the 2, just because it is just so complimenting, especially in the transition between summer and autumn. I feel like this is just a really nice shade. I couldn't believe how cheap these were too. I've wanted to order from Colourpop for so long, but shipping from the US to the UK it's so, I don't know, obviously you can do it. I know so many people that have, but by the time you pay shipping or pay customs cost, they don't work out as cheap as they should be, if you know what I mean. So I'd love for a UK retailer like Beauty Bay or something to start stocking them. But nonetheless, I've been really enjoying Parker. I'm really pleased that I picked this one up. It is just so comfortable to wear. Put it back in its little thingy now. It's just so comfortable to wear, and it's so nice if you like to wear lip products on a daily basis but find that if you wear liquid lipsticks too much, your mouth just gets so dry. I know that I have that problem, that I don't know, if I wear them too often, I just feel like I need time out of liquid lipstick so that my lips can feel themselves again. So this is a great way to add colour, have a matte lip, but it also be comfortable. So the next one I got is Brink, and again this is a nudie kind of shade. I'll compare it to Parker. Okay, they're really not that different. So Brink is here and Parker is here. So as you can tell, there isn't much difference between the 2. And I could have ordered so many more. There were so many other lippy stick colours I really wanted to try, but my friend had to bring it back with all the stuff she bought out there, and I didn't want to take the mick. But I know that I definitely want to do another order with Colourpop because I'm honestly so impressed. But Brink here is a slightly more pink toned variation of Parker, but they are very similar. And again, this is the kind of colours that I'm going to gravitate towards, kind of coming towards autumn now. It's just such a nice, like, I love having like a brownie nude lip. They're definitely my favourite, so you can definitely tell they're my favourite with the colours I decided to choose. I also picked up an ultra matte lip. And the reason why I picked this up is because I've had so many people say this is better than the Gerard Cosmetics ones, and they are at the moment my favourite. So I was really interested to try out a Colourpop one just to see how it compared. I only bought one because I thought if it was not as good then I probably won't wear it very often, but if it is good then I can just do another order and just, you know, suck up customs and pay it. So I picked up this shade Chi, and again it's a slightly brown toned lip. I know you're probably all like rolling your eyes right now, but I'll compare it here. This one is a lot more cool toned and it's almost like a true brown. So this one here is Chi, and to say that this is better than Gerard Cosmetics, I never thought I'd say it, but honestly they are. I love this shade so much. It is just such a complimentary shade, especially on pale skin. I often find that brown tones can be like wash you out a little bit, but this is a really like complementing colour on pale skin. Plus what I love about this is that it dries down to a matte finish, but it's so thin and light on your lips that honestly you forget that you're wearing it. And I find that's quite rare in liquid lipsticks. Normally you can feel like your lips beginning to dry up a little bit, or you become aware that you have liquid lipstick on, even like whether that be a couple of hours in, you begin to think, yeah, it's beginning to like go a little bit bad. But honestly, I put this on before I started work, so I normally get ready for work at 7 AM, and I got home and washed off my makeup at about 7 PM, so that's 12-hour wear, and I kid you not, it was still on, like, I couldn't believe it. I literally like grabbed Rich and everyone and said, Rich, look, my liquid lipstick is still on, and he was like, I don't get it, what's so special about that? But honestly, 12 hours wear I got out of this, so I'm gonna definitely, like, more than happy to pay the custom costs in ordering a load more of these. These are definitely so much more comfortable than the Gerard ones. Again, Gerard ones are my absolute favourite and have been for so long. So to find something that actually outperforms that is just so crazy. Plus this is so cheap. Again, obviously not so much in the UK where it's not as accessible, but if you're based in the US and have not tried the Ultra Matte Lip but love liquid lipsticks, honestly you'll be blown away. I've just realised that that is in the background and that is not very nice. I'm just going to move that there. As you can see here, that these are the shades now. The brown Ultra Matte Lip has dried down completely matte, and this is just so budge proof. It's amazing. I'm so amazed by the quality. So next up I got two eyeshadow like sets. The first one is the one where they've collaborated with Kathleen Light, and it's Where the Light Is set. I love Kathleen Light. She's definitely one of my favourite YouTubers, and when I saw this, when I was looking through the website, I didn't even realise that she'd collaborated with them, just because I refuse to keep an eye on Colourpop because I just know that I'll fall in love with all the products and want them and not be able to get them. These are the Super Shock eyeshadows, and they're the kind of like moussey like eyeshadow texture that they're kind of known for actually. So they're 4 individual eyeshadows which are here, and they're all just such gorgeous colours. I'll definitely swatch them for you, but the shade names are Blaze, which is this like really nice like bronzy shade. It just looks really nice. We've got like more of a cool toned bronze, and that's called Kathleen Lights. We've got like a really nice kind of pale, it almost just looks like a very simple like transition shade, and that will actually work really nicely with my skin tone, and that's called Glow. I wouldn't say there's much of a glow to it. It looks quite matte actually, but I'll like I said, I'll swatch them. And this one here is Cornelius. I remember her talking about one of these in her videos actually, and this is again a really nice kind of slightly warm toned brown. Again, this would work so nicely in the crease, especially for like autumnal smoky looks. So I'll swatch these now, but they just really caught my eye because I thought that they were all shades that I'd actually use, which is quite rare when it comes to like sets of eyeshadows. So I'll swatch these maybe just like down my arm or something. I'll start off with Cornelius. I feel like if you do follow Kathleen Light, you'll probably have seen this. What I like about these eyeshadows in the time that I've like been testing them is that they're not actually like too pigmented, and I definitely don't mean that in like a negative, but that's kind of with it like layered up, and as you can tell it's not too pigmented. And the reason why I like that is because, especially on pale skin like mine, if you get an eyeshadow like palette or single whatever that's so pigmented, it's so hard to blend out and make it look just nice and blended, because when you have really pale skin it just really amps up any pigmentation. So by layering that up, that is such a nice transition shade, but you can build them up, so that's what I really like about that. So that one's Cornelius, and that is a matte formula. The next one is Glow, which is like the paler of the 4 shades, and this is probably something that I would set my eyeshadow primer with, and this will also help to blend out any excess you have around your eyes, again just to make it fade away quite naturally. You probably won't be able to see this on my skin tone very well, just because it is quite similar, but that one is just under Cornelius there. Again, I don't think that you're going to really be able to see that very well, but it is a very close match to my skin tone, which is really nice because I don't often find that I get that in a palette. So that's nice. Again, it's always nice to have that option, especially if I'm going travelling or something. I can take this with me and I know that I can just help set anything, and plus I get really oily eyelids, so even if I didn't want to wear any eyeshadow but just put that on top of whatever I was wearing in my eyes, just would help to prevent oils breaking through. The next one is Kathleen Light, and this is a satin formula. This is the like bright bronze. It's kind of like goldy actually. This looks like it's going to be so pigmented. Wow. This is the first time that I'm actually like swatching these ones, and that is just one layer, so maybe it's just like the mattes that are slightly less pigmented, and then obviously when you want shimmer you obviously want it to be pigmented, so that I didn't need a lot of at all, but that payoff is intense. Last of all is Blaze, and this is an ultra glitter. I've never even heard of this formula before, but this is a kind of more like cool toned bronze, almost has a bit of a greeny undertone, so this would look really nice if you had like olive skin. But let's see what this is. Oh, that felt really nice. Okay, so not as pigmented as Kathleen Lights, which is above it. That's with one layer just underneath, but it is very, very glittery. If I just try and layer that one up, yeah, they're definitely buildable. Again, this would still work really nicely in my skin tone because, again, I don't want anything that's too dark and glittery that I can't then build up. So that's the set of the Kathleen Lights ones. I'm really pleased that I picked those ones up. I think I'm going to get wear out of all of them. The next eyeshadow palette I got was After Hours. I don't know if this is limited edition or not, but this was on like the front page of their website when I went on there, and as soon as I saw it I was like, yeah, you're going into my basket. So this is, again, a set of eyeshadows. But this is a set of 6 and it comes packaged like this. You also get a mirror, which is always handy if you're like travelling. I'll swatch them again, probably on this arm, and talk you through which ones I got. So this one here is Super Hardcore, and this is a pearlized shadow. Again, this looks like just like a yellow toned, almost golden undertoned shadow. Let's have a little look to see what, oh, that looks gorgeous. It definitely looks quite pearly. Do it here. Oh, that would make a really nice highlighter as well. So it's kind of just like a very soft champagne-esque, like glittery shadow. I'm not too sure if you'll be able to like pick that one up on camera. The next one in this set is Sailor, and this is another ultra glitter. I really like the other ultra glitter one, but this one looks like it's got a slight duochrome effect. Yeah, so that's got, again, I'm not too sure if you're going to be able to see that. I might do a close-up so you can actually see it a little bit better. But this one here has almost got like blue-esque glitter to it, and that's really pretty. It's slightly unusual as well. It's not something that you'd probably see in any other palette. So I'm really interested to try those ones out. Let me know if you want any looks with any of these particular colours, because I'd be more than happy to do that. Just let me know if there are any particular shadows that are standing out to you that you just really want to see in like an autumny look. The next one is DGAF, and this is another ultra glitter. This looks like quite a dark toned brown, but it has like greeny yellow glitter. I feel like duochrome is really like making a comeback this like season, so we'll see what this one looks like. But this one looks like it's going to be much more, oh Oh, I thought it was going to be a lot darker than that. That's a really nice like warm toned like burnt orange. Chuffed with that one. This one's Amaze, and this is another ultra glitter. Again, this one looks quite golden, so autumnal, it's ridiculous. This one looks very pigmented. Oh my gosh. That was so pigmented. That's one at the bottom here. That was one swipe. I'm loving that. Oh my god, Colourpop. I kind of wish that I'd hated all of these products just so that I would not want to order them again, but I feel like even with customs it's going to be worth it. This next one is Wattles? Wattles? I'm probably saying that wrong. This is a satin one, and this is kind of like a very light burgundy shade. That's how I'm kind of seeing it there. See how it transfers onto the skin. Oh, that's kind of like a light brown there. Again, a really nice transition shade. See if I can build that one up a little bit more. Yeah, that's, again, all of these colours just go so nicely together. So they're definitely like wearable together. You almost get like a palette's worth of products, but they're singles. They look really nice, and those glitters are really, really looking so nice in real life. Again, they're going to go so nicely with the lip products I got. So I clearly have a bit of a theme here when it comes to warm toned brown-y neutrals. And the last one in this collection, this one really stands out to me. This is called Drift, and this is like a burgundy red, if not kind of like a purpley red. This looks so nice. This is a satin one, and oh, that is pigmented. Oh, that is such a nice like cranberry colour there at the bottom. Again, so Christmassy. I'm just getting like loads of Christmassy feels here. Just load that one up slightly. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm in love with that. I love all of those shades. It's weird that they didn't come with any mattes in that particular set, but I feel like the satins aren't like too, what's the word, like shimmery or anything. I feel like those as a collective definitely going to work really nicely together. So the final thing that I got was a trio of highlighters, and I was actually going to order just, I can't remember which one I was going to order, but I was going to order one of them singularly, and then you know like at the bottom of the page where it says like people that have bought this are normally interested in this. Well, this then directed me to the collection of free, and again all of these shades just looked so promising. And I've actually been using what's that one? Flexitarian pretty much every day so far. It's like a gorgeous like champagne-y colour. If I get the rest of these out. So I'll start off with the one that I've literally been obsessed with lately, and this is called Flexitarian, and it's like a gorgeous champagne-y colour, as you can see. I have used it and it does like imprint on your fingers, but this formula of highlighter, if I do it on this arm, this formula, oh my gosh, it's almost like a slightly creamy on application, but when it dries down, it does dry down to like a powder, so like cream to powder. This is what Colourpop are known for, it's just their amazing formula of like, I don't know, just like creamy products like this, like, and the eyeshadows. That's why I got so many of them, because they're just known for being so high quality. This is Flexitarian, and oh my god, it is so nice. It's just such a nice colour to wear, especially on pale skin, but the good thing with this is that it just melts into the skin. You never see a line of like where you've applied highlighter, it just so seamlessly blends. It's gorgeous, and this is why I've not been able to not use it since creating this haul. I've really began to like dig into this because I have been using this daily since I got it. I just saw it like when I made sure that all the products were okay, like none of them were like broken or anything. I saw this and was like, you're going in my everyday makeup bag whilst I move, because it was so good. Now I got one that's slightly more pink toned as well. Again, I quite like wearing a pink toned highlight. This doesn't look as intense as Flexitarian, but this is called Scrumptious, and this is a pearlised one. Flexitarian is also pearlised, if that makes any difference to you. Oh, okay, so it's like, that does look as intense. If I just take off my bracelet, you might be able to see it a little bit better. Again, it looks just as like soft and comfortable as Flexitarian, but it is ever so slightly more pink toned, which isn't a negative at all. I like wearing a pink toned highlighter like this because it can also act as a blush and just give your face a little bit of colour without being overboard. So that is actually really, really nice. Again, I'll do a close-up in a moment so you can see how they all are on my skin. The next one is glazed, and this is another pearlized one. This one looks so interesting. So before I even indent it, can you see that detail on the top of that product? I don't want to like use it and I'll show you. So I'll just test this one out. This looks like it's going to be so nice. It was actually lighter than Flexitarian, which is interesting. That's kind of like a much more like yellow toned whitey pale shade. The highlighters can also be built up slightly, but they just blend so nicely onto the skin. I'll just zoom you in so you can see these a little bit better. So if you've made a Colourpop order or are looking to make a Colourpop order soon and not tried their highlighters, I definitely recommend them. Like I said, Flexitarian is the one that I've been using so much. But to be honest, glaze looks like it could actually be better for my skin type, so I'll definitely keep trying them out. Scrumptious equally looks great. I literally don't have a product here where I'm like, oh, it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. Like, they all look so good. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I picked up. I'm so excited to just keep using these. I feel like I'm getting extreme like autumnal vibes right now for all these swatches, and yeah, I'm just so appreciative for Leanne that actually bought them back from America for me to save me like paying customs and stuff. But to be honest, I feel like by the time you pay customs, you're probably paying the same amount for these as you would, you know, some other products. And to be honest, so far I feel like these actually outperform a lot of the other makeup products in my collection. So I'm definitely up for trying new products. So let me know what your Colourpop favourites are down below, because when I make an order I definitely want your recommendations, because I can't just go into a shop and like swatch them and stuff. So let me know what you've been loving, and then I'll definitely add it to my wish list when I then make an order. I'm gonna scrub off these swatches, but I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget, on Sunday I'm gonna be sharing another haul with you. This time it might be to do with Lush and it might have a few Christmas products. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss my next video if you enjoy hauls and stuff. I really appreciate the fact that you've watched this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.